Hello, people of God. How are you? I'm here again with part two of Christian parenting. May the peace of God be with you wherever you are. You know, the last word that I said the last time was is that discipline may cause tears today. But it will what? It will prevent tears tomorrow. In most of the time, training up a child is not really easy, especially in the part of Africa, and when now the world is being exposed into so many things, and we have the social media is telling you another thing how to raise up your child, telling you what to do, all of that, and the things that most of the children are being involved into is making them to become more wiser, and even most of them not even to have respect for their parent. Most of the time, there are a lot of parents that they are really trying their best to raise up their child in the ways of God, but because of the society that we find ourselves, because of the a lot of those children that are being involved in peer pressure, with friends in their schools or whatever. But I still stand and I believe that as Christian parent, if you really raise up your child in the ways of God, and the Bible says, will say, train them in the ways of God. That when they are old, no depart in certain things. Okay, but it will prevent you from heartbreaks tomorrow. Today, a lot of parents they are going through heartbreaks because of the way they raise up their child. Okay, most of them raise up their child in the brutal way, and most of them train up their child with love. And so thank God that most of them they come out they came out good in society, and today they are blessing. But in our generation today, or the Jay-Z generation today that we are in, we see that most of our children, they are not focused in, especially when it comes to the church activity. Most of them, they are lost, they are totally lost. They are totally lost. And I think parents has a lot to do. Parents really has a lot to do when it comes to raising up your child in the ways of God. you know and I just want to share with you some few things. This is a part two of Christian parenting. Okay. And again, one of the things that raising up, let me say, in that morning, and every morning, that when you wake up your child to pray, family devotion is good. Taking them to Sunday school is good. But you have to monitor your child very well. Like the way that most parents do, they monitor their child when it comes to their schoolwork. Okay, but most of the parents, they fail to monitor them when it comes to their spiritual life. Okay, they put them to expensive lesson, but they don't even, when their churches are, when they're having some a youth program or children's program, they don't sacrifice that time to say, what, this week, like, you're going to involve yourself in church activities. you know you see, today in Africa, we see parents going to church without their children. They leave their children at home, and they are in the church worshiping God. The child is at home doing their own stuff. Understand? And Christian parents, your eyes need to be open. Your eyes need to be open. Help your child to know God. Help your child to draw closer to God. And to help them. And to help them greatly. Understand? To help them. Yes, most of the time, a lot of parents, they do so many things. You provide everything for them. But one thing that is missing is that God factor in their life. That is why you think that is about shouting on the child, beating them. Yes, you beat. The Bible says when you spare the rod, you spare the child. Yes, sometimes they need some lashes, you need to beat them. But listen, as you are doing that, let God be involved. Let God be involved in everything when you raise up that child. Because there will be a time tomorrow, you not be around them. They'll be alone. You not be around them. Yes, you not be around them. That is why you should be wise enough. The Bible have instruct parent to train up your child. Parenting with a purpose or with purpose isn't always popular, okay? But it's not always easy. But as you are doing that, what happens? He said, but the fruit it bears will distinguish your child, or will distinguish your children from the world, from others, from their classmates. Understand? Now, how to become a better parent the biblical way. Like I said, shouting, healing at them most of the time does not help. What happened? They become more afraid of you. They're not always open up to you. Because the way sometimes you take matters at home, you shout. Understand? So even that child is not open to come to you that, Father, Mom, this is what I'm going through. That is what I'm going through. Because they're always afraid of you. Number one thing is what? Correct with love, not with anger. As a Christian parent, you correct with love, not with anger. Yelling does not build respect. When you shout, does not build respect. What happened? The child becomes afraid of you. It builds fear. Correct with love. First, call the child. Correct him with love. Discipline shapes character when love leads. Discipline, you know what? Shape character when love leads. The Bible says in Proverbs 13, verse 24 says what? It says, whoever spare the rod, what happened? You hate their children. But the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. Let's follow the instruction of the Bible as parents. Let the Bible be your guideline as you are training up that child. Let the Bible be your monitor. Understand? As you are training up that child. Number two, it says what? It says model what you teach. As a parent, you need to be an example to that child. A lot of Christian parents, they're not example to their children. They are not. They are not. The way they talk, the way they do things at home, around the child. They are not example. It says children follows example before instruction. Before instruction. Understand? That child that lives with you at home, they follow example. They follow your examples before instructions. It's about all the shouting. The Bible says what? Train up the child in Proverbs 22, verse 16. Train up the child in the way that he or she should go. That when he is old, what? He will not depart from it. Christian parent, wise enough. Christian parent, rise up and take your role as Christian parent. Train your child in the ways of God. Train them up in the system of God. And at the end, you see the fruit. At the end, you see the blessing. As you are doing that, don't forget to pray for your child. Always speak good things over their life. Stop proclaiming negative things over the life of your child. Stop that. You don't do that. Most of us, most parents, you always use negative words upon your child. A Christian parent, you You always do these things over your child. You abuse them. You lay a curse on them. Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. Christian parent. This is just the part 2. Look out for the next episode, and God will surely bless you. Have a lovely day.